It's been coming, hasn't it? It's not an absolute surprise.
Yeah, so that's exactly why I've kind of been backing Oscar to do well this season because yeah, now that he's got the car to do it, he can absolutely show us what he's made of. And I think the biggest thing when people have tried to doubt Oscar or say, oh, he's not ready, blah blah blah, I say, well, look at his junior career. He's absolutely romped his way through Formula 3 and Formula 2.
All the focus for the Championship Challenge was on Lando Norris at the beginning of the season. Do you feel the tide turning? How do you feel the horizon is with regards to Lando Norris's potential to be a drivers' champion this season?
Yeah, I mean, I think F1 fans are definitely very reactionary. I think from the minute Piastri won a race this season, people were saying, "Oh, maybe it's Piastri's year." You know, everyone just flipped immediately. I think a lot of people now, you know, Piastri's had a good few races. I think now people are counting Lando out just based on this very narrow set of races. But you know, I mean, if we look at Lando versus Oscar as teammates, they are very close with each other, and you know, we've seen some really good, like, close qualifying results and close moments out on track between the two of them. And yeah, they work really well as teammates, but ultimately, you know, they're getting one and twos now. It's going to come down to the wire. I think this weekend actually, someone asked them about, like, oh, do you see yourselves becoming a Hamilton versus Rosberg kind of situation? They were both kind of like, oh, we'll see. You know, it's brewing, and I think they're both absolutely fantastic drivers. You know, McLaren are so lucky to have such a great lineup.
What I would say is a good litmus test for both drivers, particularly if we look at this race weekend, is their dealings with Max Verstappen. What did you make of the way that both of them dealt with Max in the Grand Prix, Lucy? I mean, Oscar throwing Max a dummy, and Lando, previously criticised for not being aggressive enough, was possibly over aggressive this time around. How did you see it?
Yeah, I mean, that was some really fun racing. I was watching with my family and I said to them, like, this is proper, this is what we want to see in F1. You know, we want to see right at the front this really close racing. And, you know, we live for the battle, you know, we don't want to just see the DRS overtake. So, yeah, I think both really impressive work from both the McLaren drivers. I think, you know, Piastri made very light work of Verstappen. So you'd kind of assume Norris would have done the exact same. I think Norris did definitely struggle a bit more. But I think, you know, I think it definitely was a case of Verstappen trying extra hard to defend as well because he wanted to stay within the McLaren range. I think once you've let them both pass, that's it. They sail off into the sunset, and that's what we saw in the end. So he was really just trying to cling on to that front group as